Hi students, in the previous two videos where I spoke to you about promotional mix, I have discussed with you about advertising as a mode of promotion, and I have also discussed with you about personal selling. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you about sales promotion and explain why is it different from advertising and personal selling. So if you look at this slide, you can see sales promotion, and under that I have put coupons, money off promotion, product samples and displays. So let's understand what is sales promotion. Now sales promotion is another form of promotion wherein the company uses short-term incentives or promotional activities to stimulate demand from the customer. So these are very useful strategies, and generally sales promotion is used along with personal selling and advertisement to promote the sales. Now generally these are techniques, that is sales promotion is a technique which is used to enable short and immediate sales of goods. It also is used when the company wants to do a stock clearance, and sales promotion is used to induce the customers as well as distribution channels so that more sales happen within the organization or in the retail store, and it is also used to win over the competitors. So therefore, in a nutshell, we can say that it is a type of marketing which is aimed either at the consumers or at the distribution level. Why we say distribution level is because to the distributors they give certain type of sales incentives, which means that company gives sales incentives which are momentary and short term so as to introduce new products or to clear out inventories or to attract more traffic to the shop and to lift up the sales temporarily. So generally we observe that such strategies are not long-term strategies, whereas advertisement can be a long-term strategy. Personal selling can also be regarded as a long-term strategy, promotional strategy, whereas sales promotion is a short-term strategy, and more often it is a one-time offer, and it is generally seen to be non-repetitive in nature. So if the company carries out any promotional activity which is other than personal selling or advertising and publicity to stimulate consumer purchasing, then we call it as sales promotion. Now in personal selling, you have understood that the customer is persuaded by a salesperson and the interaction between seller and buyer happens face to face. You also have understood that in advertising, it is a non-personal form of selling, and it is a mass communication media is used such as television or print media to sell the goods. However, sales promotion is non-routine and non-recurring nature, and it is used majorly to supplement and coordinate both personal selling and advertising. Therefore, we call sales promotion to be a bridge which helps in bridging the gap between advertising and personal selling. So, what are the techniques that can be used for sales promotion? Some of the sales promotion activities involves the use of rebate. What is rebate? Rebate is selling the product at a special price which is less than the original price. So the company can resort to selling the product at such a special price which is lower than the original price, but this will not be carried out at all times. It is carried out only for a limited period of time. For example, you sometimes see an offer being made for clearing some stock. So they will say 3 t-shirts at rupees 99, or they will say Coke, 2-liter bottles of Coke at rupees 35 only. These are offers which are made so that the stock is cleared off and excessive inventory is removed from the store or from the organization. So therefore, one of the sales promotion strategy can be to offer rebates, that is a special price for a limited period of time, and this special price is lesser than the original price. The other sales promotion strategy could be to offer discounts. Discount refers to reduction of certain percentage of price from the list price, and this also is done for a limited period of time. So there is a listed price for all types of goods, and a certain percentage of reduction is offered to the customers. That means either a 10% discount or a 20% discount, and the discounts always induces customers to buy more. So they might, a retail store or the organization might come out with the end of season sale, a Diwali sale, a Christmas sale. So you have such kind of offers made by many big companies, a 15% discount or a 25% discount. This is done to clear off the stock. The next sales promotion strategy could be to offer refund. Now, what is meant by refund in the case of sales promotion? It refers to refund of part price which is paid by the customer on presenting proof of purchase. For example, you are encouraged to purchase Coke or any such soft drink, and then you are told that if you bring the cap of the bottles, you can get around a certain amount off on the presentation of all those caps, bottle caps. So this refers to refund. Or you all of you would know about Kurkure. So if you take along with you around 10 packets of empty packets of Kurkure back to the retail shop, they may give you a refund, or a small amount will be reduced from your next purchase of Kurkure. So this kind of offer can be given to the customer on presenting proof of purchase. So this is also a short-term sales promotion technique which is offered by organizations or by marketeers. The next sales promotion strategy can be offering premiums or gifts or product. So I repeat that point. The next sales promotion strategy could be offering premium or gifts or product combination. Now this is regarded to be one of the commonly used promotion tool, that is giving a free gift on purchase of the product. So sometimes the free gift may be related to the product, but it may not necessarily be so also. For example, if you purchase a sari, you might, or one sari, you may get a small purse as a free gift, and if you buy around 3 saris or 5 saris, you may get a handbag as a free gift. So depending upon the volume of purchase, the size of the free gift also keeps increasing. Sometimes when you purchase toothpaste, you get a toothbrush free, or if you purchase Bonvita, you get a coffee mug free. So coffee mug or milk mug free. So these are some offers that are given to the customers to induce them to buy the product, because everyone is looking out for a free gift and they feel happy on buying the goods. So therefore, these are popular and commonly used promotional tools to ensure that the demand for the goods continues and the sales happen. The next sales promotion technique used by many organizations are quantity deals. What are quantity deals? It refers to an offer of extra quantity in a special package at a lesser price, or it could refer to an extra purchase and getting some quantity free. For example, You buy 3 and you get 1 item free. This scheme of buying 3 and getting 1 free is available on garments, it is available on soaps and so on. So the extra quantity, sometimes you see on packets of tea powder, it is mentioned that there is 10% extra in that, or 25% extra is there at the same price or at a lesser price. So these are offers which attracts customers to purchase those commodities, because they feel that they are getting an extra advantage with that extra quantity. The next promotion technique, sales promotion technique that is adopted by companies is offering of samples. Distribution of free samples of the product is given to customers, and these are generally given when the product is new to the market. So when customers are hardly aware about the product, it's like kind of a test marketing done. So the seller wants the customers to try the product, experience it, and thereafter purchase it. So when Hindustan Lever initially launched its product, which was called Surf Excel, it distributed the samples as they wanted the customers to try it. So similarly, outside many supermarkets, you find different types of ketchups being offered, and they are offered in small sachet, small packets, and these are offered as sample products to the customers to try them. The other technique of sales promotion is conducting contest. This means that the organization or the retailer might conduct competitive events and give some reward to the participants. For example, Camlin company organizes painting competition, and the winner of the painting competition gets a packet of color pencils or paint. Similarly, Bonvita company conducts quiz contests, and some other companies organize contests of writing slogans, and the best slogan is awarded a prize. So these are various ways in which the companies try to promote their product. So they are advertising about their product, creating brand awareness, and at the same time they are inducing the people to purchase the product as well. And many of their products are also cleared off. The excessive inventory is cleared out in the name of giving gifts to the winners. Then another technique of sales promotion is having instant draws and giving gifts. So they might come up with an offer such as scratch a card and win instantly a refrigerator, car, t-shirt, computer, etc. So scratch a card and win is very popular, and it attracts customers to purchase the product, and then take a card and scratch it and see whether they are going to be the winner of such consumer durable items. Another strategy which is used in sales promotion is lucky draw. In this, draws are taken out by including the bill number or names of customers who have purchased the goods, and the lucky winner gets a free car, computer, air conditioner, TV, and so on. The draw can be taken out daily, weekly, monthly, etc. Sometimes in some retail shops, they offer this lucky draw. They have a coupon which the customer has to fill up and then drop in a box, and people who make a purchase of 500 or more are entitled to fill up the coupons and put it in the box, and thereafter at the end of the month a lucky draw, someone is asked to pick up few chits, few coupons from that box, and the lucky winners are entitled. The first winner may be promised a car, and the second winner may be promised a scooter, and so on, and the lucky winners gets the item which is promised. So such draws are conducted, but these are not done every time. It's a one-time offer and may be carried out once in a year. So these are limited offers, and as I told you before, sales promotion techniques are generally non-repetitive in nature, and it is carried out to support or facilitate personal selling as well as advertisement. The other strategy under sales promotion can be to offer usable benefits. So offers which are made, such as purchase goods worth rupees 5,000 and get a holiday package or get a discount voucher, comes under this category. So they are they are asking the customer to purchase goods of a certain amount, and in return to get, if you're lucky, you will get a holiday package or you will get a discount voucher. Then another strategy of sales promotion is to offer full finance at 0% interest. Many companies offer 0% interest on financing of consumer durable goods such as washing machine, TV, etc. What the companies do is they allow the customers to pay in easy installments, say for 24 months, and first 6 months checks are collected as first 6 months cash is taken as front payment, and the remaining 18 months installment can be paid by collecting post dated checks. So in these type of schemes, the customers should be very careful about whether they are paying any extra charges or not. So these are techniques to induce the customers to quickly purchase the consumer durable items, because if there is 0% interest and the customer gets immediate use of the consumer durable goods, then the customer is going to benefit out of it, so they fall for such schemes. But what the customers have to be careful about is that there are no hidden charges involved in such offers. And the next strategy for sales promotion can be packaged premium. What is the meaning of packaged premium? Packaged premium is a type of sales promotion wherein the retailer or the organization is going to keep a free gift inside the packet of goods. Now this builds up excitement in people and they purchase the product in order to acquire that gift. So for example, a gold coin may be kept, a gold coin of few grams may be kept in a tea powder packet, and it may not be there in all the packets of tea powder. It may be there only in few of them, but the excitement induces the customer to purchase that brand of tea powder and to find out whether they can be the winners of the gold coin. Similarly, sometimes companies who manufacture soap keep gold pendant in the soap. Sometimes this gold coin or gold pendant, they may be kept in the tea packet or in the bar of soap of all products that are sold during a limited period of time, or they may keep only in few of such products. So these are some ways in which they induce the customers to purchase their company's product. And the next one is container premium. This is another strategy used by organizations and retailers to ensure the sales of their goods. They sell their products through containers or boxes which can be reused by the customer. So many of the customers, especially housewives, are interested in having containers and boxes in their houses. So they deliberately purchase the product in order to get the container. So they may be more in need of the container than the item that is there in the container. So these bottles, which can be reused again by the housewives in kitchen, this acts as an attraction for them to buy the product. So these are various techniques that an organization or a retail store adopts in order to ensure that increased sales happen. So as I have been telling you, the sales promotion techniques are always for a limited period, and they are non-repetitive in nature, and sales promotion techniques aids or helps personal selling and advertisement strategies of promotion. So if any activity is carried out by the organization and it doesn't fall within the ambit of personal selling, advertisement or publicity, we call it as sales promotion. Now, sales promotion is very useful for organization because it attracts people to buy their goods, and in new launches, because you're offering samples, people can try out new products. So there also it is going to be very helpful for the organization. It supplements advertising and personal selling efforts of the company, and salesmen find it easy to sell the products on which incentives are offered. But there are some demerits also of sales promotion. If the sales promotion strategies are adopted repetitively, I said it should not be offered repetitively, but if some retail stores or organizations offer it repetitively, it indicates that there is no demand for the product, and therefore the company is keeping on giving such offers. So this in turn can adversely affect the image of the product as well as the company. So therefore the consumers can feel that the product is of low quality, and that is why the firm is offering incentives. So if it is kept for a short period of time and it is not very repetitive in nature, sales promotion techniques can be helpful and can assist in personal selling and in advertisement. So that is it about sales promotion. Now let me discuss with you about publicity. This is the next strategy that is used in the promotional mix. So publicity is also called as public relation. Now this publicity is also non-personal, just like advertising, but in advertising it is a paid service, whereas in publicity it's non-paid stimulation of demand of the product or service. In advertising, the company is sponsoring or paying money to the television channels, or they're paying money to the publishers of magazines and newspapers, but publicity is a non-paid stimulation of demand. Now promotion or business unit relies heavily on public relation. The effect of a news story is carried usually free by mass media. Public relation includes ongoing activities to ensure that the company has a strong public image. They help in the public to understand the company and its products. So public relations are conducted through media such as newspapers, television, magazines, etc. So under publicity, generally you are giving an opinion about your product, you're giving an opinion about how your company is doing, and therefore you're not actually paying money to spread this message. It is done without payment of money, and its impact is like that of carrying a news article or a news story to the masses. So therefore it is the public who hears this information, and based on that information they have an image about your organization, and they have an image about the product that you are selling to the market. So it helps in publicity, or public relation helps in conveying the policies and programs of the organization. It helps in overcoming complaints and dislikes of the public. So people, if they have formed a certain opinion about the organization or about the product, that can be changed because of this frequent interaction with the masses, and thereby people's attitude can be made favorable towards the organization, and goodwill can be developed, better understanding can be developed between the organization and the public. So publicity is beneficial both to manufacturer as well as to retailer and to consumers. Why is it beneficial to manufacturer? It is beneficial because it increases demand for the product, which is caused majorly by advertising and other techniques, and it benefits the retailer because it reduces the risk of dead stock, that is old stock, and it benefits the customers because the goods are the benefits of the goods are advertised to the customer, and therefore the customer is well aware about the product. So with this I come to an end of my discussion on promotion mix. I hope you all have understood this. Please read various textbooks on the topics that I have covered, and if you have any doubts, please feel free to ask. Thank you for listening.